Game Kings, the definition of game, documentary, coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the key to attracting an abundance of women, man. It's so simple. You understand? This is something that I always do. And, I get emails, I get questions, people that I just meet randomly when I talk about what I do, and when it comes to dealing with women and all this other stuff, they want to know. They're like, yo, how are you able to attract women? How are you able to make this shit happen? You understand? How are you able to be able to get women to want to fuck with you and deal with you on a consistent basis and all this other stuff, right? And it's real simple. All you need to do is this. I'm going to break this down, but I'm going to just tell you what it is, and I'm going to just break it down. All you need to do is this. All you need to do is to not be afraid to leave a chick at any time. That's it. That's all you got to do. Never be afraid to leave a chick at any time. And that means, don't be afraid to charge a chick to the game. Because most of y'all, if y'all watch my videos, you see this constant theme of me saying, yo, charge it to the game, charge it to the game, charge it to the game. You understand? There's a reason why I'm saying this, because when you leave the chick alone, when you're not afraid to leave, when you charge it to the game, that actually makes it easier for you to attract more women, right? And I'm going to break this down, how this works. See, what it is this, right? Is when you are dealing with women, right? You're going to run across a lot of different girls. This is why I say, it's a numbers game. You got to be interacting with different chicks all the time, talking to new girls all the time, right? So, one, it's understanding that there's an unlimited source of women out there for you to fuck with. You understand? You're never going to run out of women, right? There's more than enough women for you to talk to, get with, and all this other stuff. But a lot of guys, they're so caught up on being afraid of, approaching a chick because they're scared of rejection and all this other extra stuff, right? But the thing is, you have to first realize that there is an abundance of women out there. Even if you're having trouble getting girls now and shit ain't going the way that you want it to go, always remember, never forget that there is an abundance of women out there, right? So that's the first thing you need to understand. So since there is an abundance of women out there, I do not care about letting the chick go. You understand? I don't care about letting the chick go. And now I'm going to talk about certain situations where you might not want to let a chick go, because the thing is, you also don't want to be in a situation where you're just letting chicks go left and right just because she coughed. You understand? In these times of this corona shit, you probably might, but you understand what I'm saying. You don't want just to let a chick go on some just, you want some charging her to the game type of fucking spree. You're just like, I'm charging chicks to the game left and right. Like, you don't want to just have that energy, because if you're doing that too much, you're not going to be able to really keep anyone in your life. But I'm going to get into all of that in a minute. But let's start with when you're first dealing with women. A lot of times guys are afraid to let these chicks go or leave these chicks. So let's say this may be a girl you matched with on Tinder, a girl you met at a bar last night, a girl you hollered at in the street and got her number, right? So these are the girls that you're just starting to fuck with, right? Now, let's say you match with a girl in Tinder, you're trying to get her out to a date, and you say, let's meet on Friday, and she's like, cool, right? And then Friday comes and she flakes on you, right? Charge your ass to the game. See, what most guys will do is they'll be like, oh, okay, well, let's meet up again next week, or how about we could do this or whatever, and he's still trying to fuck with her. No, it's better for you to charge it to the game. Or let's say you meet a girl at a bar or whatever and shit, and you know, you're trying to make something happen with her. You can't make it happen that night, so you hit her up the next day and she don't return the call. You hit her up again, she ain't returning your call, so now you hit her up a third time, and it's like, bruh, just charge her ass to the game. You understand? Let her go. You understand? Keep that shit pushing. Right? You might have met some girl through a social circle or whatever, and you're like, oh, this is cool because she knows this person I know, and let's make something happen, and she seems interested at the time. And then she starts acting a little wishy-washy when y'all are on a date or something like that, and next thing you know, you call her and she's just, you know, all over the place. Charge her ass to the game. Now, see, what it is that you want to get into a rhythm of charging women to the game when they are not doing the things you want them to do, when they're not cooperating, when they are, you know, they have an attitude problem, they're being flaky, they're, you know, all over the place, right? And a lot of this is going to happen when you first start fucking with chicks. And see, the reason why you need to charge them to the game is because when you charge a chick to the game, it frees up your energy to interact with another woman. See, what you have to understand is every time you're dealing with women, you're exerting a certain amount of energy. So what happens is most guys, what they do is that they focus on a girl and exert a lot of their energy on that woman who's not being responsive to them. So what you need to do is that you want to be able to give your energy to women who are responsive. And also what happens is that you give less energy to women who are responsive automatically because they're being responsive and cooperative, and you're usually giving a lot more energy to women who are you know, not, you understand what I'm saying, responsive, the ones that are, you know, uncooperative, right? You're always going to spend more energy on an uncooperative chick than a cooperative chick because you're spending more energy trying to get that uncooperative chick to cooperate, right? So what's going to happen is your energy is going to be better spent dropping that chick and moving on to another chick and seeing if she's cooperative. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing, that you want to be able to do that. Now, what happens is this is how it makes you attract more women. Because when you are dropping the chicks who are uncooperative and you're getting into a, you know, flow of doing this becomes your norm where you're like, I'm charging these chicks to the game if they not fucking doing the shit I'm trying to do and making it happen, right? What happens is that you are dealing with this woman on a non-needy, non-clingy, non-attached basis. You understand? You're not clingy, you're not attached, you're not, you know, needy when it comes to you dealing with any of these women. Now, what happens is because you are non-needy and non-clingy, when you interact with a new woman, that's the type of energy you give that you give off. That you're non-needy, non-clingy, like, hey, look, shit is cool, but I can leave at any time. You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if any of you guys, you know, followed like pickup artists or whatever, they would do this thing sometimes where when they approach a girl, they would say, hey, miss, how you doing? Well, listen, I got to get back to my friends real quick, but I just wanted to say blah, 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 right? Now, why do they say, I got to get to my friends, or I got to go in a second, but I want to talk to you for a second? They'll say any of those type of things to let the girl know that, hey, I'm about to leave at any moment. I don't need to stay in this interaction. I'm about to leave whenever. You understand? It's basically letting her know that I'm not going to be clingy around you. I'm not going to hover around you. It's like, hey, miss, listen, I gotta run, but real quick, I just wanted to say blah, 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 and listen, you understand what I'm saying? And that's supposed to show that you are interacting with her in that, you know, non-needy, non-clingy basis. So what happens with that is this. When you are a non-needy, non-clingy type of guy, you're way more attractive to women because they get the sense that you don't need them. You understand what I'm saying? They get the sense that you don't need to be with her, which makes her want you more. You understand? Like, I was watching this comedian. Oh man, I forgot her name. Is this white chick? She's on Netflix now. I forgot her name, but there was a joke in one of her in part of her stand-up where she said how there's something about when a guy's trying to have sex with you and then you're resisting and you don't really want to do it, and he says, hey, we don't need to do nothing. We cool. It's all good. We ain't got to do shit, right? So basically saying, look, it's all good. We ain't got to do nothing. She said there's something about the guy saying, hey, it's okay, we don't got to do it, that makes the girl want to do it more. You understand? And that's representative of that guy not being needy. He's not thirsty for it, which makes the girl want to fuck with you more. So when your whole energy is like that, that makes women want to fuck with you more. So the women that you deal with who are gravitating to you and who want to fuck with you is partly because of you having that non-needy, non-clingy energy. The reason why you have the non-needy, non-clingy energy is because in your everyday dealings with women, you charge them to the game when they're not doing the things you want them to do. Meaning, I don't need to cling to you. I can let you go. You understand? So when you let them go, you become a man who is non-needy and non-clingy. When you're a man who's non-needy and non-clingy, when you're dealing with other women, they sense that, and that's what makes them want to gravitate to you. So you will be having more and more women who want to gravitate to you because of that. And also, again, like I said, you are freeing up your energy. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that you have way more energy to talk to a number of different women versus spending a lot of energy trying to convince or persuade this one girl over here who is being on some wishy-washy shit, because that drains you a lot. You see what I'm saying? And when you start feeling drained and you start feeling that fucking your energy being pulled down, that makes it harder for you to attract other women, because you're so drained from this woman, you don't even want to even talk to another girl. You're like, oh my God, fucking shit, this is some crazy ass shit. Now, the thing is this. What's going to make it easy for you to charge these chicks to the game is you have to say to yourself, okay, what is this woman doing for me? Right? Ask yourself that question when it comes to, because you might be like, well, should I charge her to the game? Should I not? I always get this question. I don't know. Should I charge her? Like, guys don't understand. Ask yourself, what is she doing for me? Right? And usually what happens is, the answer in a lot of situations is nothing. So let's say, for example, you match with a girl on Tinder today, and you set up a date for 2 days later, right? And let's say she hits you up, the next day, and she's trying to talk to you and do all this talking on the phone and chatting or whatever, and you respond to her a little bit, and it is what it is, and you say, hey, looking forward to seeing you on a date. Let's, I'll holler at you then, right? Day of the date comes, she flakes on you an hour before she's supposed to meet you, right? Now, the best course of action is to charge it to the game. Why? Because you have to ask yourself, what is this woman doing for me? What has she done for me? And the answer is absolutely nothing. So why would you continue to try to deal with her when she's done absolutely nothing for you? Why do you need to keep her around? Why do you need to make this shit happen? Get rid of her and then talk to a new girl who's not going to be flaky. You understand? And then proceed with her. Now, what happens is this. Earlier I was saying you don't want to be on some charging them to the game spree with every chick you're dealing with. So the woman that you don't charge to the game is, let's say, for example, you've been dealing with a woman for, 6-7 months, and she's been real cool, she's been cooperative, the sex is good, she's on point, she's doing shit for you, all this other stuff, right? And let's say one day y'all set up a time to meet up, and then she hits you up and she's like, I'm sorry I can't make it today, but can we do this other day because something came up, whatever, right? Now, that girl flaked just like the other girl flaked on Tinder. The difference is, the girl who flaked that you've been with for 7 months, she's been doing shit for you. So you're not going to just charge her to the game just because she flaked that one time. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if it becomes an issue, but she keeps flaking, that's a different story. But because she flaked that one time, you're not necessarily going to just, charge her just because of that. Versus the girl who was on Tinder, who hasn't done anything for you, haven't even met this girl, you can charge her ass to the game, right? So the more you've been dealing with a girl and the more cooperative she's been, the more beneficial she's been to you in your life, right? You're not going to just automatically just charge her. You might demote her in certain situations based off of her displaying behavior that's not good or whatever. And you got to check her and make sure everything is back in place or whatever. But you're not going to really charge those girls the same way you would charge some new chick that is, being uncooperative. But see, at the end of the day, what you have to understand is that the key to getting an abundance of chicks and making shit happen is that you need to be ready to let these chicks go so that you free up your energy to deal with other chicks. And at the same time, you are displaying non-needy, non-clingy energy when you're dealing with these girls. Because see, you're going to have usually two types of dudes that fall in, you're going to fall into these categories. Either you're going to have the needy, clingy, desperate type of dude who's, jumping through hoops and trying to make shit happen with a woman. And then you're going to have the guy who's, just free flowing with it. The guy who's like, listen, I'm going to keep talking to these chicks. The ones who cooperate, I'm going to fuck with them. The ones who's not, I'm charging into the game and I'm going in that direction. And so the guy who's, free flowing with it, he'll talk to, 10, 15 girls and get, maybe 3 or 4 of them who's cooperating and who he can, exert less energy to deal with them, and he'll get a lot back from them, versus the guy who is needy and clingy and he's talking to some girl, and because he thinks he thinks she's fucking hot, he's like, oh, but she's so hot, bro, and I called her like 3 times and she didn't return my call. Maybe I'll call her again. And then she said she was gonna meet up with me, but then she flaked, and then this and this and that happening, and he's wasting all this fucking energy. And then when shit falls out through, with this girl, he's gonna move on to another girl all depleted of his energy and all, jaded and all fucked up about the situation, and his motivation to even talk to another girl is like shot. He's exhausted from spending all this energy dealing with some chick who isn't really cooperative. And so when he tries to deal with another woman, he's coming at them on a needy, low energy type of vibe, and that's going to make it hard for him to get the women. You feel what I'm saying? He's not even motivated to get the chick, so that's going to make it even harder, because him even pushing himself to get other women is going to, be a thing. See, again, a lot of times the reason why you guys will cling and be needy when it comes to dealing with these women is because you do not realize that there is an abundance of women out there. You do not realize that these women who are uncooperative are sucking you of your energy. You do not realize that all you need to do is really push yourself to deal with the women who are going to cooperate, find those women, and you're going to be much more happier. You're going to enjoy your time with these women, and you're going to like to deal with more chicks. You're going to be motivated to interact with more women because you are immediately discarding the women who are going to, try to suck your energy and be uncooperative, and you are spending more time focusing on the women who are cooperative. You are charging the chicks to the game who aren't cooperative, and then you're just keeping it pushing in that way. This is what I'm saying. This is something that this is something that I do, something that I help my clients do, and it's hard for certain guys to get at first because they believe that they're, if they don't spend a lot of time on a chick, especially, at the beginning, they believe like they're leaving pussy on the table. You understand what I'm saying? And what they don't understand is that most of the pussy that they think they're leaving on the table is pussy they were never going to get. So the pussy was never on the table. You feel what I'm saying? The pussy was just an idea. It was a maybe, it was an if, it could happen, but it was never on the table. It was never offered to them. You feel what I'm saying? So guys need to really understand this, is that there's an abundance of women out there. There's more than enough. And see, when guys get to this level where they're able to, get with a lot of chicks, you're gonna have the actual, what I call good problems. You're gonna have the problems of, damn, I got too many women that I'm fucking with. I got too many women who want my time. I gotta fucking find time to schedule these girls. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got too much chicks who actually want to fuck with me. But you're never gonna get to that point if you are being needy and clingy when you're dealing with these women, and if you are scared to charge these chicks to the game. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.